first of the Mesquiteers, Lullaby Joslin, the man who eats kings and queens.
Kings and queens are hard to beat, and a pack of cards is hard to eat. Right now, I could do with a little snack. I think I'll eat about half the pack. Oh, gosh. Call the doctor and call him quick. Reading these cards is making me sick. Got any old telephone books, folks? You'll spit 'em out number by number. Tell me, Elmer, what are you going to be when you grow up? Just like you, Lullaby. Well, like me, that's very flattering. Yeah, a big dummy. Don't go away, folks. No, the next act is good. What do you mean good? It's stupendous. It's absolutely mediocre. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, gives me great pleasure to introduce the Superman of the age, a modern Hercules, a second Sandow, the mighty Tucson Smith. Young Fritz, I give you liver. Tucson will now give you a little sample of his strength.
Hope none of the boys see me in this goofy outfit.
How'd you like to have those big, strong arms around you? Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. 500 pounds he's lifting, folks.
Yeah, I bet it's near a 10.
Is that so?
Probably made out of rubber or wood.
Yeah, like your head.
One way to find out, stranger. Come up here and lift it.
Maybe it's nailed down.
Now for the third Musketeer, Stoney Brook. You're now about to see some sensational shooting, folks, such as never been equal in the annals of the West. Stoney will guarantee to give a haircut and a singe to any gentleman in the audience with the aid of his trusty .45. Now, who'll be the first volunteer? Why, that gentleman there could stand a trim. All right now, folks, we'll try this one.
Deadshots, better give your stooge another rehearsal.
That concludes the exhibition, folks. Now, the big show starts on the inside immediately. Buy tickets fast.
How was that, Mr. Harris? I wouldn't risk damaging our cash customers too often, Stoney. It's bad business.
I won't get another chance, you know. This is our last show.
That's right.
I'm awful sorry, Stoney. Don't apologize, Lullaby. You gave him a chance to show off, didn't you?
Well, you boys sure put this show on its feet.
Oh, forget it, Jeff. We had a swell time of trooping. Yeah, I might join up again next season.
No, you don't. We got a ranch to take care of.
I know you boys neglected your own interests to help me out.
Well, I didn't mean it that way, Jeff. We wouldn't have a ranch if you hadn't come through for us that time.
We'll be heading for winter quarters tomorrow, boys. I just want you to know how grateful I am for your help.
So long, Jeff.
wait a minute. Where you going with Rick?
Taking him to the station. It's Mr. Rigby's orders.
Rigby's orders, eh? Hey, Rigby, come here.
Hello, Jeff. Glad to see you back.
You are, eh? Well, what's the idea of disregarding my orders?
Huh? Oh, about Rex. Well, the Bronx Zoo made us a good offer for him.
Well, I told you I didn't want to sell any more animals.
But, Jeff, what's the sense of having them around here for months eating their heads off?
Rex is clean. His board bill is a small item compared to the cost of replacing him. Take him back where he belongs.
See here, Jeff, we don't seem to agree on certain policies. It might be a good idea if one of us bought the other out.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm not in a position to take over your share.
All right, then I'll buy you out.
I'm not selling, Tom. I started the show, and I intend to build it up into something worthwhile for my youngster. But someday I'll take you up on your proposition and buy you out.
All right, Mike.
The sheriff will be here pretty quick with a couple of federal digs. He's down at the junction now waiting for him.
You and the boys get the stuff out of the cage.
What do we do with it? Take it back to the mint?
Yes. No, bring it to my office.
Okay. Boy, it's a crime to waste that stuff.
Maine is a pretty cold place to spend the winter, Jim.
Yeah, but I have a married daughter up there and a little grandson I have never seen.
I know how you feel. My youngster's due out here in a few weeks, and I can hardly wait to see her.
Thanks and goodbye, Miss Harris.
So long, Jim.
These boys are from the Treasury Department, Jeff. My partner, Mr. Harris.
Well, I'm glad to know you.
I hope you don't mind searching the premises.
No. What's up?
They're trailing some counterfeiters.
That's right. Some of the queer money showed up in the various towns this circus played.
Well, you don't think any of our folks could have passed it, do you?
That's what we're here to find out.
Sure.
Just a minute. I'd like to have a look at that money.
Go right ahead. Mr. Rigby here just drew it from the bank for the payroll.
From the bank, eh?
Is that a counterfeit bill?
Not a very good one, either. Search the place.
I tell you, I had no idea any of the money was counterfeit.
About 25% of the money in the strong box was phony. We found $10,000 in counterfeit bills in Harris's private safe.
Yep. I've seen bills that looked like this a couple of times. My pay envelope. I drew $2,000 from the bank that morning and gave it to my partner. He always handled the financial details. I was never with the circus on the road.
$1,000 in bona fide currency was found in Harris' desk. For this, he substituted counterfeit money to make up the payroll.
Gentlemen of the jury, have you reached a verdict?
We have, Your Honor.
Defendants will rise and face the court.
Thomas Rigby, the evidence presented is insufficient to convict you of complicity in this case. Therefore, you stand acquitted.
However, insofar as this court is concerned, you're still under suspicion and will be watched. You, Jefferson Harris,
Have been found guilty as charged. And the sentence of this court is 10 years in federal prison.
I, Jefferson Harris, hereby appoint Tucson Smith, Stoney Brook, and Lullaby Jocelyn administrators of my estate and guardians of my daughter Nancy until she comes of legal age. Sheriff, will you sign as witness?
You'll have to appear before Judge Blake and have him approve the appointment and adoption proceedings.
That's all right, Sheriff. The judge is a friend of ours.
Why can't Jeff wait here and see his youngster? The stage will be here in a few minutes.
Well, it's all right, Lullaby, but I'd rather not see her.
Hey, is that necessary?
I'm afraid it is.
It's not so bad going away now that I know my little girl will be in good hands.
You won't be there long.
Why, Jeff, we'll have the real crooks rounded up before you have time to get settled. I'm going to keep an eye on that pair that testified against you.
Thanks, Stoney. So long, boys, and thanks for everything.
So long, Jeff.
So long, Jeff.
Swell guy like that being railroaded.
Stoney, sometimes you say things that make sense.
Yeah, but not often.
You mean those two witnesses?
Yeah, but one's enough.
Say, boys, we ain't got time for riddles. That stage is about due.
You and Fong meet it.
Okay.
Remember that act I used to do?
Yeah?
Well, the costume's still over at winter quarters.
Let's go, Fong. The page will be here in a minute.
All right.
Jeff's kid must be coming in today.
Looks like he'd have made you her guardian instead of the Musketeers. After all, you was his partner.
Yeah. But I'll get control of that circus in spite of those three.
We better ease him out before we start ship again.
There she comes. Little girl and governor's wife. Come long way?
Listen, lunkhead. A governess is not a governor's wife.
Kaya huwing na kita chan kita na.
A governess is a kind of a cross between a school mom and a hired girl. This one is probably some horse-faced old gal with peeled-back hair and specs. Why, welcome to Mesquite, Mom. I sure hope you had a pleasant trip.
I beg your pardon.
Well, you ain't done nothing.
Me that you see your papa.
Came further to jail.
Jail?
Sure, that's where we're taking you.
Let go of my arm, you numbskull. Mama, he's kidnapping me.
But listen, Mom.
Help! Kidnappers, please!
We ain't kidnappers.
Him lullaby.
I don't care if he's a whole symphony. Why doesn't somebody do something? It's an outrage. Where's the G-men? A defenseless woman and child being attacked.
Just a minute, please. I think there's been a slight misunderstanding. Are you Lullaby?
Yeah.
Well, I think this is the little girl you're looking for. This is Nancy Harris.
Huh?
Hello.
Hello.
And I'm her governess, Ellen Reed.
She don't look like a horse face.
Quiet, Fong.
I can manage now. And hurry up. I can't stay in this thing all day.
What's the game?
Just a little game called Truth. You know, Dan, they can put you behind bars for lying under oath. Oh, yes, I know you got away with it once. But this is one time you're going to crack out for the truth, or I'll put you behind bars. In there with that little pet. Oh, you know, Bongo's really affectionate. He just plays a little rough once in a while. He tears off an arm or a leg.
What's he doing here?
Well, I'll tell you, Dan. He's the latest thing in lie detectors. Come on now, who's back of that counterfeiting outfit?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, let go! Who framed Jeff Harris?
I don't know.
Well, maybe Bongo will help you remember.
Don't believe that, ain't
Hey, Tucson, take off that hat!
Darned if I can ever recognize you without your hat, Tucson.
I hope I didn't scare you.
Why, no, not at all.
What were you playing?
A little game called Truth. I suppose you're Nancy.
Uh-huh.
This is Nancy's governess, Miss Reed. The gent in the fur rug is Tucson Smith.
How do you do?
How do you do?
And this is Stoney Brook.
Hello.
Hello. Are these the other two guardians?
That's right.
Can I see my daddy now?
In a little while, darling.
Which reminds me, we'd better have Judge Blake see about those adoption papers.
I'll get out of this outfit and I'll meet you in his office. Lullaby, look after Nancy.
You boys willing to take on this responsibility?
Yeah.
Well, sure.
Well, then I reckon ain't nothing left for me to do but to sign it.
Just a moment, Your Honor. Don't you think you should give this matter a little more consideration?
Well, I don't know. Why?
Well, I'm only Nancy's welfare. It seems to me these two men are a little too irresponsible to be ideal guardians.
Well, I don't believe Miss Reed quite understands it.
There's something in what she says at that. Raising a young female is kind of out of your territory.
Oh, but Judge, that's the way Jeff wanted it.
That's right. Tell you what I'll do, boys. I'll give you a week to prove that you're fit guardians. If you manage to behave yourselves that long, I'll sign this paper.
All right, granted Rigby's our man. How are we going to prove he framed Jeff?
Well, if you were in a profitable racket and you figured that the coast was clear, wouldn't you start operating again?
I'm beginning to see daylight.
Now, look, here's how we'll work it.
Hello? Oh, good morning, Sheriff. You're back early.
Yeah. The Treasury Department don't consider your case closed by a long shot. They figure Harris must have had Confederates.
Undoubtedly. Yes, of course. We'd be glad to cooperate in every way possible. Thanks for calling. Put it back. I thought it was too soon.
What's up?
Federal dicks are on their way over here to give the joint another going over.
They sure picked a swell time.
Get it out of here, quick.
Back to the Mint?
Yes. Harry, you better go along, too.
Yeah.
Stay here with the stuff till I lead him away.
Danny boy.
So Rigby fell for the trick phone call, huh? Want to sign a little confession, Danny?
You think you can make me talk? You're crazy.
Well, in this case, money talks. Even if it is counterfeit. Don't run away, Danny. Well, I just found the dough on Dan.
Did he talk?
Plenty. You know, Harry, I don't like your friend Dan, so I'm going to give you a chance to turn state's evidence. You'll get a break. Who framed Jeff Harris?
Was it Rigby?
Never mind. I'll get it from Dan. Wait a minute.
Sure. It was Rigby.
All right, put it in writing.
Remember, you promised to give me a break.
Sure. Here.
Well, Tucson, I told Jeff I'd have him out of prison in a hurry. A brook never misses.
Stoney's got one, too.
Catch him with the goods?
Yep, we got a written confession. And while we're here, Rigby, we'll sweep out a cell for you.
Hey, Sheriff. Guess he's not here.
Well, we can put these birdies in their cages anyway.
Lullaby, you better go see if you can corral the sheriff.
Go on, go on.
They spilt the beans, huh? What'll we do?
I don't know. We'll have to watch our chance.
Hey, Zeke. Where's the sheriff?
Sheriff? Oh, he just left town about 2 or 3 hours ago. Didn't say where he was going or when he'd be back. In fact, didn't say nothing. Anything I can do for you?
Don't know. I'd like to buy a present for a little gal.
Would she like a doll?
No, she got one. How about that hootenanny over there?
Yes, indeed. The children are just crazy about those wagons. I'll get it down for you.
I'll get it.
Oh, dear. Are you hurt? Certainly he's hurt. Somebody can't come to take this thing off him. Have you a stimulant?
Fortunately, we have this for medicinal purposes.
Take some more.
Yes, sir, the old bean was sure working. You know, Tucson, I wouldn't be at all surprised if I went down in history as Brainy Brook.
More likely to be babbling.
Oh, yeah? Well, I bet I could tell those G-men a few things. You know, maybe I ought to go to Washington.
Yeah, that would be far enough.
Come on, you ornery cows. I'll show you who's master. You try to throw me, huh? I'll show you.
Well, maybe this rush of brains to the head is interfering with your love affair.
Meaning what?
Well, your irresistible charm has sure left Miss Ellen cold.
Is that so? In a week's time, I'll have her eating out of my hand.
This is the chance we need. Go ahead.
let me tell you something.
We send you out for the sheriff and you come back with a snoot full.
Oh, the sheriff?
It's Jake. Is the boss going to spring us?
Sure.
When?
Right now.
Sounded like it come from the inside or from the back of the jail.
Where'd those shots come from? Behind the jail, maybe.
What's the matter, Stoney?
Our prisoners have been murdered.
Your what?
Our prisoners.
Yes, Harry and Dan were with the circus for several months.
According to the confession, Rigby, you engineered this sideline.
A man will write anything he's told to with a gun in his ribs.
Any idea why they was put out of the way?
Yes, and they lived to stand trial. They undoubtedly would have retracted this statement. Naturally, our self-appointed deputies had to prevent that.
Say, are you trying to pin this killing on us?
Keep quiet, Stoney. You're excused, Rigby. We ain't got enough evidence to hold you.
Not enough evidence? What about this stuff? What about that confession?
Let me remind you again, young man, that I'm conducting this inquest. However, for your information, that confession would never stand up in court.
No.
Now, you boys has got some explaining to do. Lullaby's one-man Wild West show gave somebody a mighty good chance to murder these men.
I know. One of us should have stayed here to guard them.
In view of the circumstances, you'll have to be held for further questioning.
Not me, I'm leaving.
Wait a minute, Stoney. You can't do that.
Hi, Sheriff. Your Honor.
Anything on your mind, Zeke?
Well, I just thought you might be like to know that I seen the feller.
Who?
Well, I couldn't say who. His back was to me when he was shooting in the cell. Then he run up the alley away from me.
Was it either one of them three?
Don't be silly, Judge. Of course not.
Are you certain?
Don't know who it was. But I know who it wasn't.
Well, I reckon we won't hold you boys after all.
Thanks, Judge.
But I'm warning you, don't get mixed up in any more riots or killings around here. Another performance like today, and I'll take that child away from you.
Oh, don't worry. We'll stay out of trouble.
Sheriff, post a reward for the apprehension of the murderer.
Boys, you do me a favor?
Sure, anything.
You meant what you said, didn't you, about keeping out of trouble?
From now on, you'll think we're a peace conference.
Yes, ma'am. Mary's little lamb, that's us.
Well, in that case, you won't have any more use for your guns now, will you?
No.
Then why not give them to me?
Oh, no.
Gosh almighty, I wouldn't feel dressed.
Well, of course, if you want to get into more trouble and lose Nancy.
I reckon the lady's plumb right, fellas.
Stoney?
Oh.
Hey!
Say, do you see what I do?
Thanks, Stoney.
Very clever.
They're ditching their artillery.
We'll be out later.
Yes, we have a little business to attend to.
This is too good to pass up. Get the boys together and step on it.
Run for it and split up.
Why are you reaching for the sky, buddy?
I reckon he wants to go to heaven.
Well, don't worry.
I got you covered, boys. Don't turn around. Drop your guns and relax. Pick up those guns, Lullaby. Welcome home, sweetheart. Did I ever tell you boys I was a ventriloquist?
Hey, fellas, look at the parade.
Hey, Phil! Come on!
Well, what is it this time?
Well, this bunch laid for us outside of town and beat us up.
I'll say they did. These two are in pretty bad shape. I'd better take them over to the doctor.
Go ahead. Is this true, boys?
Yeah. But they forgot to mention that they tried to ambush us.
Take them inside.
You boy been playing sheriff again?
Nah, Judge, but these hombres fired us.
Had any trouble with them before?
They had a run-in with these two just a few days ago.
Oh, sure. They've always had it in for us.
So you tried to pick them off?
Oh, they jumped us without any reason.
Oh, sure, we'd be likely to. We weren't even armed. You think we're crazy?
I wouldn't know. I'll talk to them later.
Right. I'm plumb sorry, Judge, if we caused any rumpus.
If you caught in a rumpus, Lullaby goes loco, 2 men are shot, and a couple more are crippled. I warned you, if anything else happened, I'd take that Harris child away from you, and now I'm going to do it.
But, Judge, what will happen to her?
She'll be committed to some institution.
An orphanage?
Yes. Of course, I prefer placing her with some respectable family.
Judge, if you'll just let us keep her a little longer.
We'll do anything you say.
That's right, Judge, anything.
Anything? Very well, you may keep her. On one condition, that one of you marry and settle down.
Marry?
Yes, you've heard of it. I'll give you 3 days to make up your mind.
That's all right, Honorable Judge. Name anyone. Make up mine yet?
Oh, Fong, have a heart.
You make me tired. Always running after girls. Get married. Won't have to run no more.
It's not that Miss Ellen's not a nice girl, but...
So you know, Tucson, she likes you better than she likes me.
Passing the buck, eh?
No, it's just that...
Right careless of me, mislaying that last wife of mine. She'd come in handy now.
Yeah, you would have an alibi.
Fong's right, Stoney. Looks like there's nothing else that we can do.
You wash him. Me fix him.
Yeah, you fix them.
Don't ever marry, my son, 'cause when you marry, you're done.
Lullaby, Lullaby, come here.
What do you want?
Gotta have a music. Phonograph, Screw you. Chính hữu trung tầng y bề歡迎家人，咁樣歡迎新娘多。
Are you saying your prayers, Fawn?
Oh, hello.
But Lullaby, we were just getting ready to ride into town. You can go as soon as you've sung one song. Now come on. Make it snappy, fellas. A love song, eh? Yeah, real romantic.
To fall in love 'neath western skies is the best thing for what ails you. A mountain maid will...
No call, Miss Helen. Sit here, please.
Fawn, what's this all about?
You'll find out plenty quick.
So take the trail of wedded bliss and find that with each glance as whippoorwills along the hills will sing to you of romance. Need love to...
Something's burning. Let's go.
Hello, boys.
Miss Ellen, we got something to ask you.
Yes?
Miss Ellen, you see, Stoney and I have always sort of shared everything.
He means we go 50-50.
That's what I thought he meant.
But now we can't. It's...
Every man for himself?
Yeah. Only we couldn't make up our minds which one should...
make the great sacrifice.
Yeah. No. We thought we'd leave it up to you.
I know you're speaking English, but you just don't make sense.
We're going to let you decide.
Decide what?
Which one of us you'll marry?
Why, boys, you practically swept me off my feet.
You know, Tucson will make a fine husband. He's dependable.
But I'm an ornery cuss. When my fur gets ruffled, Stoney here is easy going. And he sort of grows on you.
Boys, I'm very fond of you both. So fond of you, in fact, that I can't choose. So I'm afraid I'll have to refuse you both.
You mean you won't marry either of us?
That's right.
Thanks.
Well, who's the lucky man?
Both of us.
Wait a minute. Bigamy's kind of illegal, ain't it?
She turned both of us down, you sap.
Well, I don't blame her one bit.
Hey, what's the matter with us?
I don't know. That's not so good, is it?
No, it isn't. You must be slipping. Hey, what does she expect, anyway?
We've got something a lot more serious to worry about than your lollygagging.
All the stupid things I ever heard of. Do you think I'd allow Nancy to be sent to an orphanage and not do anything at all to prevent it? Of course I'll marry one of you.
That's mighty nice of you, Miss Ellen.
Yes.
Of course you realize it's strictly a business arrangement. Very well, then. Fong says you have 3 days' grace, but we might just as well get it over with immediately.
Well, which one of us do you want?
It really doesn't matter. I'll let you decide who's to make the terrible sacrifice. You'll let me know? Or would you rather surprise me at the altar?
They better let you know.
Well, who's it going to be?
Why not let me cut the cards?
As good a way as any.
Low man bridegroom?
Yeah.
Say when.
When?
You say when.
When? Let me be the first to congratulate you.
That's the first mistake I made like that in 20 years.
You double-crossed me.
I didn't mean to, Stoney. Don't worry. I'll get you out of it.
Well, that cleans me.
That's too bad, Jake. I'd like to give you a chance to win back some of your dough. Maybe you can borrow a stake somewhere.
Thank you.
Dan, I'd be glad to give you 2-to-1 odds.
Hey, you wait here. I'll see if I can raise some.
Tell me, please, is money all right?
Why, certainly, Fong. Some of Uncle Sam's best.
Too bad. No good.
Counterfeit?
No, trick no good. Money all right.
Maybe the next batch won't be.
Have you gone crazy? That phony does that to land us in the who's gone.
I've got to try to win back what I lost.
Maybe you won't.
Then I'll get it back.
Made a touch, huh?
Yeah, how about 100 to your 2?
Suit me. This don't seem to be your lucky day.
My luck might change.
Sure.
Lullaby, very sorry, 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock?
So what?
3 o'clock. 咁樣嚟咁開燈換燈崩同閂咗你間店啊！嗰時係咁樣啊！
By golly, that's right. Stoney's getting married this afternoon. I hate to break up a good game, but I got to get traveling.
No find now. Don't shut up.
I'll take the rest of this money. I think I got what I'm after.
Take my horse, you can make better time.
Đó có nó rất tình hư kìa.
All right, hand over your dough.
Jake, so you're tired road agent. Don't get any of that queer money mixed with the good, or it might get you in a lot of trouble.
I'm afraid you're too smart for your own good.
Well, what do you do with him?
We'll let the boss decide that. Is he over there? All right, tie Mr. Weisenheimer's hands.
Getting better all the time, boys.
Yeah, but when do we start cashing in?
Very soon, I think. I wonder what's keeping Lullaby.
No, he won't dare show up.
It's getting late, boys. I reckon we can't wait no longer.
All right.
Is the bride ready?
Well, she's out in the kitchen fixing refreshments.
Will you call her, my child?
All right.
All right.
No.
If anyone here can show just cause why these two should not be joined in holy wedlock, let him speak now.
Hurry up. Everybody in trouble. May make it killed.
Sorry.
If it wasn't that your boner may work out to our advantage, I'd be tempted to break your neck.
What's the idea?
It'll look pretty incriminating when they find what's left of our friend.
Well, this is where they must have turned off.
Yeah. There's another card over there.
Mom, you go get the sheriff.
All right.
All right, hop out and start him running.
Gotta get back to the shack and destroy the evidence.
Boy, that is a close
Nice of you to drop in, boys.
But not nice, boys. Very, very bad.
By golly, I'm glad I got a big mouth. It may not be pretty, but it's practical.
Do you take this woman to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
And you, Widow Hassenpfeffer,
Do you take this man to be your lawfully wedded husband?
I do.